Hello, my friends. Today, we need to have a very serious, very honest conversation. We are talking about your money, your hard-earned security, and the choices you are making as you approach retirement or if you are already living on that fixed income. I want you to take a deep breath, sit down, and really listen to me, because today we are answering a question that has been landing in my inbox more and more lately. Susie, what is the Grid Money app, and should I be using it? Look at me. When you are in retirement, or when you are standing on the precipice of retirement, your relationship with money must change. You are no longer in the accumulation phase of your life. You are in the protection phase. Every single dollar you have has to be guarded like a precious gem, because you do not have a standard 9 to 5 paycheck coming in anymore to replace what you lose. Your money has to last as long as you do. So when an app comes along promising to solve your short-term cash flow problems, promising to let you borrow money against your next check, or promising to boost your income, your alarm bells need to go off. I want you to be smart, I want you to be safe, and most of all, I want you to be secure. Let's break down exactly what this app is, the hidden traps you need to look out for, and what you should actually be doing instead. First, let's look at what the Grid Money app actually is. At its core, it is a fintech financial application designed primarily for smartphones. It offers a few main features. The first is a cash advance service where you can get up to $200 or $250 before your next payday or your next direct deposit arrives. They tell you there is no credit check, no interest, and no late fees. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? It sounds like a lifeline when you are in a pinch. The second feature they promote heavily is something called Pay Boost, which is supposed to help you get your tax refund early by adjusting your paycheck withholdings so you bring home up to $250 more per month. And the third piece is credit building. To access these features, the app charges a flat monthly subscription fee of $10. Now, let's address the underlying problem here. Why are people looking at apps like Grid Money in the first place? The problem is cash flow volatility and the rising cost of living. Food costs more, utilities cost more, healthcare costs more. If you are living on Social Security, a pension, or fixed withdrawals from your 401k or IRA, it is incredibly easy to find yourself with more month left at the end of your money. Maybe the air conditioner breaks, or maybe you have an unexpected medical copay. Suddenly, you need $150 right now, but your next deposit doesn't hit for another 10 days. That brings us to the fear. Fear is a powerful, terrible emotion when it comes to your finances. When you are retired, the fear of running out of money, the fear of overdrafting your bank account, or the fear of having to ask your children for help can make you desperate. You see banks collecting billions of dollars in overdraft fees every single year, and you think, I am not going to let them take $35 from me just because I'm short $20 this week. So you look for an alternative. You see an app like Grid that says, hey, we will spot you the money for just a small monthly fee, no judgment, no traditional credit check. So, let's ask the critical question, is Grid Money a scam? No, it is a legitimate app that does exactly what it says for people who fit its specific user profile. But is it the right financial tool for a retiree or someone about to retire? The answer, my safe and secure friends, is a resounding no. Now you start next month with a deficit, which means you are even more likely to need another advance. It becomes a continuous, exhausting cycle of financial dependency. You are trapped on a treadmill, and you are paying $10 a month for the privilege of running on it. I want you to step off the treadmill. I want you to be the master of your money, not a servant to an app on your phone. So, what is your actionable takeaway? What should you do right now to make sure you never have to look at a cash advance app ever again? Your first step is to build what I call your navigational fund, or your true emergency savings. I know, you've heard it before, but in retirement, this is your oxygen line. You need to have cash sitting in a standard, high-yield savings account that is fully liquid and FDIC insured. If you are working right now and preparing to retire, you should not retire until you have at least 1 full year, yes, 12 months of your living expenses sitting in a safe, accessible account separate from your investment portfolio. If you are already retired and your budget is tight, I want you to start small. Even if it is just $5 a week, or cutting out one minor subscription, you must build a buffer of at least $1,000 to $2,000. That way, when the emergency happens, you do not look at an app, you look at your own savings account. Your second step is to do a complete, brutal audit of your monthly expenses. Sit down with a piece of paper and write down every single dollar that goes out. Look at your automated subscriptions. Are you paying for streaming services you don't watch? Are you paying monthly fees on a checking account at a big bank? If your bank is charging you maintenance fees or threatens you with overdraft fees, move your money to a credit union or an online bank that has 0 monthly fees and 0 overdraft penalties. Many institutions now offer free overdraft protection or will simply deny a transaction rather than hitting you with a $35 penalty. Protect yourself by changing where you bank, not by downloading apps that charge subscription fees to lend you money. My final message to you is about value and self-worth. Your money is a physical representation of the time, energy, and hard work you put in over decades of your life. Do not let small monthly fees erode your security. Do not let the fear of a temporary shortfall push you into financial habits that belong in the past. You deserve a retirement that is peaceful, calm, and completely within your control. Say goodbye to the quick fixes, say goodbye to the borrowing cycles, and say hello to true financial freedom. You can do this, I know you can. Stay safe and stay strong.